Uh, testing, one, two, testing, one, dream on, dream down, we believe I need new. Ignore me, I'm just making some. Anyway. Okay. Oh fuck! Why did you send me a message? Hey, sorry. Answer. Somebody just sent me a message just when I start streaming related to work. Answer. Sorry for this couple seconds. Well, it's not like anybody watch. Not like anybody watch this first second. All right, let's go. I'm ready. Oh, so when I was in my last stream, I finally have some free time to things, even though I'm working on anime. I thought it, but I basically missed 2 events, so I'm gonna read them right now. Shit, show this. Mika, is there a way to? I mean, I know, I know you want me to actually purchase things, but right now I'm poor, so is there a way to know that the game? But anyway, actually play. Well, it's not much playing. I mean, it's mostly just reading the event, which do that. Let's begin with gastronomy. This is just okay. Maybe I could just more things, more snippets of the creation of. They're pretty informative. 2054, January. Different people have different tastes. Their criteria for gourmet cuisine are also different. Naturally, this means it is very difficult to reach an objective conclusion when food tastes. For instance, people swear by spicy food, while others support. We really not achieve a fully objective standard? That is extremely difficult to achieve. who can equip the adjudicator with a broad knowledge base, vast experience in order to reduce the chance and biases. If we make use of the autonomous doll technology which has become popular recently, we can fill a doll head, the world that will a lifetime require. This sounds interesting. Really? It's raining? It's raining because of this stage? Because the weather in my country is set to interesting. That's the now somebody made that. I really love her. Gastronomic doll. Do you think that will even work? It's definitely a bold attempt. There are too many problems we need to solve. And frankly speaking, we really simulate human as with matching. Just made my point. This project is an attempt to bring our sensory simulation technology to the market. If it works out, we may be able to convince HQ to fund further research into it. The ability to allow humans to connect to a cloud server and taste food. Looking forward to it. Lit. Here's something funny. 9 out of 10 of the people in my generation don't know how to cook. This goddamn Gen Z. But no, this is the future, so it's like Gen. How do we demark gens after? We go back to A? We basically survive through takeaway, microwaves, and self-heating food. It must be that 1 out of 10, right? I mean, not everyone's that passionate about food, and most young people would rather spend their money on other things. As for eating, just filling your belly is enough, at least until the e-gas show up. The advent of the e-gas saved people view dining. The earnest opinion of various dishes and the way they ate helped everyone realize my dining. Execute. In 2055, the success of e-gas development is inextricably linked to my wife. In the previous decades, we either found or stonewalled each other, so I didn't expect us to be so much in sync during the been working in the culinary world for 20 years and 20 hosts Mrs. Black's secret kitchen. That day, she drove to her old home of herself and came back with a trunk full of receipts. That was close to 30 years of her life experience. In that show before, they made cooking look like a circus act. Oh, interesting. 2054 April. Remember what I said before? We cannot keep the adjudicator with a broad knowledge base and vast experience in order to reduce the chance of errors and biases with the decision. EGAS is amazing. She can represent everyone. All the knowledge a person can amass in a lifetime is nothing more than a speck compared to the best. But speaking of which, who's the one who approved of her judging criteria? Sushi Master Shiro, the Parisian king of Chef Ducal, and the Szechuan chef known for using lots of oil in his cooking. ¿Cuántos va? This Friday? Here's this. Oh fuck. On 21 of July. Yeah, so this Friday then. Oops. 59. September. 2059 September. How's the progress of deep learning project? These skills are also fundamental skills for a gourmet in addition to not mandatory, perhaps given a good performance there might be a good grade. It's very... no, it's extremely bad. I advise you to place your hopes elsewhere. Don't get culinary models from a company? Let's just respect the advantage of the narrow class. In which, what does she like? We can tailor her crowd to clothes, shoes, bags. Nice. Gourmet. Actually use. Need to read. I don't have her, so. I like here's that skill of making a picnic in the middle of the battlefield. It looks pretty. I just realized, can you see her panties? She jumps into her. 2056 September. Aren't you nervous? This is the first contest which the e-gas prototype is taking part in after her trials were completed. Have faith in her. It's her best work. Don't forget the records of her trials. Isolating 1000 plus basic ingredients for a secret sauce isn't something anyone can do. Here can be. He loses. I'll have to trouble you to take her shopping for the goods after work. Like that. Even though they are creating a doll to critique food and that thing, they don't see. I mean, it's like they're not seeing her like a product. They're seeing her like someone, which is always nice. Humans treating dolls as sentient beings and not just machines. Always nice. 2057 February. Before this, my wife and I fought a lot and we even had the papers typed up and ready. if the e-gas hasn't hit the market. E-gas? Are you sure you have the right model? She's a gastronomic. Oh, that's her, right? On our divorce trip, she brought us to all. She brought us to try all the restaurants along the way, and her extraordinary passion for food gave up on the divorce of the Burak Normandy, planning to grow old together. Oh, such a nice story. Congratulations. You see, those can help. And how do I hate this green hair sanctified? You can't see her panties. Wait. Scandal. The reason for joining? One of the life's goals of any gourmet food taster is to travel the world and try all the flavors possible under the heaven. That I might find the things I want here. A strange reason, but you have no reason to. Product code EGAS. Body code SSD54C. Product serial number I125085. Product activation date 2056. May. Product name Millau. Neural activation percentage 100%. EGAS call name Millau. Verification. Welcome to Parade Neural Cloud. Perhaps you add a splash of color too. Nice. When you eat a dish, what you actually taste are the seasonings, chef skill, and the environment in the restaurant at the Oasis West area. A girl sits at the dining table, elegantly forking the last slice of meat on her plate with her mouth into her mouth. The heat control isn't quite there yet, but the seasoning and preparation is very well done. The meat is tender and finely marbled with just the right amount of firmness, and the good points of the dish outweigh any of the flaws. If you don't mind, you might want to use the suggestion of this piece of paper as a guideline for making improvements. Now wiped her mouth clean at the section and scribbled several lines down on the. Thank you very much. We will carefully consider it. Now then. The waiter of agents smiles awkwardly. Millau leisurely places the plate in her hands onto the miniature mountain of dishes beside. What about the next course? If you hurry, you should be able to make it to the afternoon tea at the medical department cafeteria. Huh? Please come with us, Miss Millau. It's been 6 hours since you came to the Oasis and the medical department has been waiting for you to check in with them. Do you know how many people in the Oasis are searching for you right now? Girl's elegance vanishes. Layers her hands in them. Calm down, I was just a little hungry. A little? I haven't had a bite to eat at all the way till the Oasis. Bye. You ate in the break area for 6 hours straight? Didn't believe it when Will of Zero stopped. It turns out there really is a doll out there who will travel all this way to the Oasis just. Here I thought something bad had happened to you. It was my fault for underestimating your mania for good. The guard and the professor are practically finishing each other's sentences as they approach me. Oh, they're finishing each other's sandwiches. Wait, I'm not finished yet. We're done. Oh, that's so cute. We're such in sync, Persica. We're finishing each other's sandwiches. Yes. Carrie and the professor both sign as they each take one of Millau's arms. With an apologetic smile to the waiter agent, they host her to. Wait, just wait! Please let me finish this course! Just one more! This is made in the narrow out examination. I knew it! You were the one who sold me out! Oh, it was just a... Willow's own smiles. What do you think of the renowned gourmet connoisseur becomes Oasis criminal for a headline? Then the next day headline will be renowned female reporter ends up being eaten by the gourmet connoisseur. That's the... Now glares at Willow with Pinterest. I wish gosh. Oh, why are you talking like uwu? Well, I don't have to eat you, but in exchange, hang over the gift. Let me guess. It's the macarons or Brittany pancakes. Unfortunately, it's neither. Did you even forget our agreement, Laui? You want me. Laui. Hello? Hello? You'll need to complete your nether cloud examination, so you can't eat too much. Still, I prepared these. Ta-da! Now raises an eyebrow and then picks up the chocolate and before sniffing it. There's a unique and... Oh. Tasty. And then it's good stuff just from the aroma. The rich flavor of cocoa blossoms on the girl's stomach, and the smooth chocolate melts in there, filling her entire mouth with it. This is truly... How do you like it? Magnifique! It feels like silk and melts instantly in the mouth. The nutty taste is simply undelicate, and its bitter and sourness neatly neutralize any cloying sweetness. Everything is in perfect balance. If you join the Oasis, you have as many of these chocolates as you want. Well, that... No! Now eyes suddenly snap open and she sees Persicara and the professor looking with files in their hands with files in their hands and smiles on their faces. Oh man, we looked... That sounds so omniscient. That was close. I almost fell into your trap. The only reason I'm willing to register for this is simply because there are still several restaurants in the Oasis that I haven't tried yet. And unregistered agents can't hang around the Oasis without... Huh? Don't to join the Oasis then, Miss Millau? Of course! Microsoft is a big place and there are many sectors in it. Naturally, they must have plenty of delicious cuisine. Nothing is more important to me than tasting delicious food. If I end up losing all these dining spots for the sake of the chocolate before me, then that will hardly be worth. But don't worry, Persica. Will already told me about it. Eh? The professor will give you a reason to stay. However, that have to wait till after. Millau complies and lies down before turning to the side. I hope you're right. Relax. I never fail to surprise people. I really love Willow's design, you know. I don't know why. I mean, I really love to use her. Lighten up a little. Say cheese. The new issue of the Roommate magazine is going to feature a cover page being shackled. I haven't agreed to anything yet. You're doing to her. Oh, wait, I'm just Modigliani Station. A girl drags a suitcase. A girl drags a suitcase, the tram that's almost half as tall as she. She removes her hat and arrives next to the station, as though there's some kind of a stand floating in it. It's been a while, Kane! Will I return to you at last? My journey in search of exquisite cuisine began here, shall end here as well. Time for my last meal in France. Without further ado, she whips up her cell phone, and quickly scrolls down until she reaches the bottom. Rich seafood soups, roast scallops, tuna, fried oyster. Yes, that's it. The first record of my taste buds being simulated in my gustatory system. Just realizing that flavor makes my neurocloud system want to give in on the spot. Well, I can't wait any longer. I'm famished. Beep. As the call connects, Millau wipes away the non-existent drool from her mouth. Sleep and immediately straightens up, as though she were already sitting on the... Hello? Is it the Just restaurant? I'd like to book a table for lunch in 20 minutes. Time. As well as the following dishes.
I'm sorry, you reached the house of Maguri.
The number is correct. Did you change your name?
I apologize, but the restaurant closed down 2 months ago due to an accident. We now specialize in the sale of agricultural and animal husbandry products.
But why didn't you change the phone number?
If you wish, you might select your desired merchandise from the following items. The House of Maguri bestseller rice. Bestsellers are rice, grain.
Sorry for disturbing you. Click. Humbly hangs out. Millau takes out a notebook from their suitcase. The impression of handwriting on the cover are clearly visible. Waiting for the dish. Here's trademark. Understanding the components of a dish is an important part of skills. Starting indirectly beyond. Oh, fine. I was thinking that if there was a long queue, we find it waiting until nighttime. How could it close down after? I am to stumble at the final hurdle with the end of my gourmet journey in sight? How ungrateful. Millau signs and opens up her notebook before marking a cross beside it. Oh well, no point getting all mopey about it. I just need to find another restaurant. Good food is a thing, and spending time on anything other than eating will be a waste. Now, what other choices are there? Millau takes off her cell phone and scrolls down to their traveler chat group. Never mind, I'm not really interested in your special. Oh, taste of their homemade sausage fart put you out there. I'll pass. Millau continues reading through her chat group messages and finally spots a piece of information that interested. Jay's their head chef. Looks like he's pretty famous too. I choose you, Pikachu. The restaurant's name is Heiko Kan, and his number is... She taps on the picture link and gulps in anticipation as she looks through the pictures. Beep. Hello, if this is the Heiko Kan, have you closed down yet? Miss, are you from Finance Publicis by any chance? The restaurant is doing very well and we have paid our tax for time. No! I'm calling to make a reservation. I'd like to have lunch in 20 minutes. Oh fuck, I forgot the voice for cell phone.
We will be happy to serve you. What kind of meal are you looking for? Are there any special requests that you have?
I heard you had a new chef, and I'd like to try some of his dishes. So we'll start with 6 and So we'll start with 6 entries, and if he's good with desserts, you can serve them up as well. As for other requests, I have none for the time being.
My sincere apologies, miss, but we may not be able to fulfill your request. Our head chief is still currently fully booked for the afternoon. If you don't mind, we're gonna arrange a booking for dinner this evening.
Dinner? Oh. Who's rolling for Millau? And same for God. I wanted to. I mean, I'm not really rolling for Millau. I mean, she's pretty cute, but I don't know. I'm not. I already have. I already have Grog, and right now I'm building Bone, and I also have Evelyn Arma. So I'm not really. Which with Arma? I mean, I know that Sochon is great, but does the Arma makes Milau's first tune pale, she shifted her gaze from her phone to the station clock, and she can distinctly hear the protest from her tummy. Oh! The protest, huh? Is that her tummy or the actual protest? Iris right now. She is hungry. On the outskirts of Caen, the Heiko restaurant. Though it is located in a suburban area, the crowd outside the restaurant is as large as that any landmark within the city limits. I was prepared for this, but this amount of people just... If I'm not wrong, they should be a working day, right? Do the people in this city not have jobs or something? Caen is a tourist attraction. My voice is fucked up. Protest. Yeah, protest. Classic Parisian. Classic Parisian dish. Caen is a tourist destination, and as you can see, we have many guests who have come today. Even so, are you still going to insist on making a booking in the queue? You'll miss the best time for lunch, you know. I have planned for dinner, so how much longer until it's my turn? Let me see. It seems it'll take at least 2 more hours. Oh, 2 hours? In 2 hours' time, you might end up sitting a hunk of malnourished scrap instead. Forget it. I'll book the table. Very well! What? Oh my god, mine. Oh shit. It's sick. Oh my god. Very well. What name shall I book it under, Mademoiselle? Mademoiselle? Oh, I need to say. Very well. What name shall I book it under, Mademoiselle? Hey, Millie Jam. Upon coming to her senses, Millau gives a man a fake name. It's a tactic she often used during the course of her. Oh yes, French. French, people say oui oui. As a good man and an eager-ass dog who's well known within the industry, a low profile puts your Steve is standard of fare and that he's not getting preferential treatment. Was she famous? He stuffed her lips and returns, but he does not present her with the reservation ticket that she's received. Mademoiselle Jeanne, are you willing to share a table with another person? What do you mean? The stuffer bends forward slightly and definitely indicates at a table in the corner of the restaurant. Oh, so they know each other from the real world. The customer at that table has been sitting there all day. She didn't order a thing and spent her time there spacing out. For politeness sake, we can't just chase her away. But it's also hard for us to arrange for others to sit with them. If you don't mind. That's... Her tables then. Low pickiness about the interiors numbers out to no bail. Station of hunger, sensory stimulation. Forget it, eating is more important than that. Well, go ahead and arrange it then. I'm starving! The outskirts of camp. Willow has been sitting at her table for an entire morning. She hasn't nothing. Or rather, the girl has no idea just how long she has been away from camera lane. Excuse me, mademoiselle? I'm not disturbing you by sitting here, am I? Willow doesn't know. And when she's down opposite to her fingers unconsciously swirl on her. She seems to be in a bad place mentally and she doesn't dress like a local either. Here to this. Wow. That dish has crusted over and so has its soup. How can you treat haute cuisine like this? This is a crime! Ah yes, the second event that breaks the game's own love rules. Wait, how does it break it? It breaks it? How? Wait, don't spoil me, or tell me when it happens in. Well, I'm reading fast enough. The game. Well, I'm gonna continue reading. I figure out that now. Notice how they exactly like the. Oh, okay. Oh, you mean that's how? I mean, do you mean that because of Nanaka? Like how Nanaka looks differently in the real world, but it was uploaded. She looks like her originals. The real world. I mean that it could also just be like Mika doesn't want to pay to make multiple versions, multiple designs of the character. Millau shakes her head imperceptibly while she takes up her napkin and wipes the table out of. Regret this. I should have just lined up instead. Is it too late to change my mind now? I object to sharing the table with other people. Especially when it's a table that hasn't been properly cleared by the waiters. Ah, it still feels really uncomfortable. I'll whop it again. One more time. Millau's forced movement seems to draw Willow's attention, and the girl suddenly raises her head to meet outside. Almost. After that, Willow subconsciously brings her spoon that's covered in congealed sauce to her mouth. On saying this, Millau's eyes go. No! Huh? Rush! Millaus reaches up to scoop the spoon from enters Willow's mouth. She also startles the dazed girl away. Eh? What's happening? Wake up, mon petit chou-fleur! Wake up, mon petit chou-fleur! Oh. So it should be. Oh. Wake up, mon petit chou-fleur! Flo? Whatever it say. Your foot's gone cool! Your foot's gone cold! Cool, that's not. Your foot's gone cold! To the point where it's hardly even food anymore. You get a tummy ache if you ate it, to say nothing of the taste. Scared me. I'm a doll though, and dolls don't get stomachache. That won't do either. Food is medicine to heal the body and soul. Gourmet food is something to change the narrow cloud systems. It doesn't matter if you're a human or a doll. Someone who comes to a restaurant without being able to appreciate good food and instead glosses it over by using it to ease their hunger is as bad whereas seeing a well-cooked steak and only nibbling on the baby carrot side dish instead. A lot of opinion. Mademoiselle Jeanne, your order. Una cosa. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Evelyn and Python did have different designs. Yeah, that's interesting. That's curious. I guess you can just think that maybe they get uploaded, they kinda can change and choose to change a little bit. There's also the fact that, for example, we ourselves in the game can change look of dolls with buying skins. So maybe they can also, in lore, they can just change, buy clothes and aid the. Well, maybe they didn't give B a different look because B is already perfect. Do you consider that? Because B is perfect. She's just perfect as it is, man. No need to improve on perfect. Hello, yes. That's maybe they just don't want to make versions of. Yeah, it's kinda lazy. Just then, the waiter delivers the first course of Millau meal. Also, no matter what's bothering you, stuff like that which isn't even worth putting in your mouth won't give you the slightest bit of feedback. Try some of this, Monch. There's nothing that a good meal won't solve. And if there is... Lau pushes her steaming plate in front of Willow. That's right. Then ask for seconds. Oh, fuck. Change clothes is one thing for sure, but look. That's a good point. That's kind of interesting because it's like people say. People say the professor looked different. There are also people like just hear him to be the same. Does the professor looks different? He looks similar to. Oh, wait, give me a minute. I need. What you just hear was the. I have a mini oven, like right now in my room, heating up filament for a 3D printer. I'm trying to remove all the moisture from the filament. So right now it's very brittle. And a way to remove moisture is by putting it in an oven and heating it up, which is a pretty DIY way to do it. Yeah, and right now I'm just having going on. But thing is that the timer only goes to an hour, so how I need to. Pretty fun. Hopefully it works because I don't want big boxes to move more. Too much. also looks slightly different. Slightly different. Okay, that makes sense. Uh, yeah, that reminds me. I was seeing a meme. Well, not a meme. I don't remember where I read it. Now there is dilation, dilatation. Okay? Inside the Magracia, time is going faster. Of why the dolls happening aggressive your front line. Yeah, that's way into the future. Right? We still haven't reached. Okay, let's continue. The waiter divides Millau dish into two portions, while Willow is still hesitating over what to do. Millau is already savoring. Rich, but not fatty, with varied texture and no excess seasoning. Right in the most basic way. The bomb! The crisp mushroom slices are fragrant and sweet, perfectly offsetting the greasy texture of the meat. To think you could actually cook that way. Millau closes her eyes with a blissful look on her, then greedily pounces on the dish. Does it really taste? Of course it does! Millau only turns her eyes. She's done chewing her mouth. The shock Willow. Tasting gourmet food is when I'm the happiest. Someone who can't remain unmoved in the face of good food is truly a miserable wretch. Well, don't you stare at it. Eat it already. Relax, I won't ask you for money. The expression on Millau's face and her animated smile seems to imbue the food with magic. Willow's gingerly spears a mushroom like with her fork and this taste is really special. So good. Aha. Bien sûr. No. Bien sûr. I just read that in Spanish, but I think I'm a professional, you know. It's as though a switch has been turned on Willow. Immediately begins digging in. That's the spirit. Everyone's bound to feel sad from time to time. This is why humans invented gourmet food. Take me, for example. Whenever I feel bad, look for something to eat. How to cuisine and cure all life little ills. Eat with others, so since I'm sharing a table with someone, and since we're both dolls, that must mean it's some kind of these there's something these nuts? A destined encounter? Exactly. This is a destined encounter. I'm just not good at remembering this. And delicious food. Willow is turned on, her switch is flipped. Oh no! Somebody stop her. I mean that's like a perfect setup for a doujin. Come on, man. Give me a minute. Yeah, like just hear a sound coming from outside my room. I was like, oh shit, somebody's at home, and I'm reading this with my voice, and they're hearing me, and oh my god, oh, sorry. You wait. Oh no, don't tell me that. No, but really, I haven't like read a good doujin Nero Cloud yet. Come on, it's been the OG game is already a year, and here is 6 months already. Man, come on, where are the doujins? Willow seems to think of something, and her eyes seem to drift away for a bit. You're right. I feel much better now. Feel free to order anything you want. I'll foot the bill, so don't hold back. While she had been warm and caring up to just now, Millau takes out her notebooks and begins scribbling as she stumbles her. The wine has a beautiful luster and a full body. Its texture is rich and nuanced, yet even, with a long finish in stark contrast price point. Medium rare steak was fully cooked. A good balance of black pepper sauce, out of consideration for the smoothness texture. The escargots were made differently from before, with a light seasoning of garlic, and getting the butter with. On the whole, you reviewing the food? Yep, I'm grading them and then putting them onto my blog to share with other lovers of fine dining. Here. Willow fiddles with her phone and then shows her blog to Willow. There are 13 major zones and 96 provinces. 1,000 restaurants reviews in total. I hate one. Wow! Major zones. Does that mean you're pretty much travel across all of France? And Caen is your endpoint? No, there's a Caen restaurant among the reviews. Did you come here before? Well, Caen was actually my start. I went in a big circle before coming back to the beginning so I could eat one more time at the restaurant where I had my first experience, in order to neatly wrap up my tour of the France. What do you think? A romantic plan now? No? Yep, it's very romantic. Oh nice. You're brave enough to discover yourself and experience a new journey. Willow said this. He looks around and takes in the restaurant. Millau, did you start up in a place? Not really. The place where I first ate was this Just Seafood restaurant. They already closed down. But that's alright. The important thing is the food. Is it really okay? You'll have regrets, won't you? That bother you? Well, it's a bit of a shame that I won't be able to eat from there again. But it can't be helped if they close down, right? I mean, this restaurant is pretty good too. If it were me, I might go back to the original address of that seafood restaurant. Even if I couldn't eat there again, I'll prop up things up with. That sounds very romantic. But having a lady who lives for good make you seem take a picture at a cultural supply store isn't a very good idea. You seem to have a very strong sense of formality, Miss Willow. Well, it's because of my job. While my physical appearance is modeled after Westerner, I actually spent all my life in China. Oh. Interesting bit of lore. People there value sentimentality more than others. They're willing to accept some concessions in exchange for that. Kind of like that, no? Well, after thinking about it for a bit, I don't get it at all. There's no soul without food. Food is my focus. Now nonchalantly tilts. Just as she's about to put her phone away, Willow stops her. Hang on, I have a few suggestions about your blog. Yeah, like what? It sucks! No, I don't know. Saying so, Willow takes her phone from her, strips pen and paper from the bag, and begins scribbling and drawing while looking at this. It's better if you change your layout so it looks like this and then change your navigation bar as well. Unfortunately, I'm drawing it by hand, so the effect will be a bit limited. I hope this helps. Oh, c'est génial. It looks great. Thank you very much. You done me a great favor. You professional in this field? Me? Oh right, I forgot to introduce myself. Me? Oh right, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Willow, and I'm a... Willow mouth open. Smile faded as your repair knows a little. I'm a reporter. No, I was a... Merde. 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 I just step on a landmine. Merde off. Say here in Spanish. Mierda. Oh look! It's a new dish! Let's try it. All those husbandry products. Husbandry those sell. We soldiers during World War One. No! Huh? Yeah, let's try it out. Thank you, Millau. Hey, you're welcome. Oh, fuck. Several glasses of red wine later, the two of them are looking visible. Inactivating my alcohol models due to my work habits. What's up with Miss Willow? Mine. You'll be proven into that. Is there anything you plan to do after this, Miss Willow? I don't know. Maybe I'll continue walking around outside. Don't know what I see. Classic. I'm out of work and I don't know what to do with my life. Oh, nice! It feels like you don't have any life at all. Your employer must be very kind. Yeah, she does. Wait, there even a reason for unwanted those? Well, let's leave me aside for now. What are you doing after this? I'll still be running around to try gourmet cuisine. Backers are starting to press me for more reviews. Granted, I do enjoy the process. Oh. When you travel going to travel it again? Again? No. I'm done with France. Next on my itinerary is the entire world. Or well, what's left? We're working towards such a well-defined goal. Envious. You must be kidding. Surely everyone has an aim in mind. Don't you, Miss Willow? I do. Father did. Time ago. Willow Resser. Pixar's timid. Agnes. Now it looks like she's about to say something, but then she closed her mouth and remained silent. In the end, all her attempts at speech are simply reaching out, slightly patting Willow on the so hard to work for you. Wasn't even my fault to begin with. Why did things end up being pinned down to me? It must have been hard. Fine then. I'll quit. Maybe I will take them up on their suggestions and go into public relationships. I can excel there too. Sure you did their best. Slowly, with Millau suiting her, Willow begins to come. But I guess I still... Sorry to disturb you, lady. This kind style beef of all, or restaurant's signature dish. Enjoy. This should be the last course, right? Come, Willow. Have a bite to eat and something to drink. The start of the show has arrived. Willow sniffs and mumbles, okay, on the bread. Oh. That's right. Lay it all out. There's no end to the bitterness of life. But when you can't rest, you should properly enjoy all the flavors that the dining table has to offer. They say this dish is a masterpiece of the haiku kind. Many of my colleagues recommend it to me. Willow? Millau is halfway through picking up the jug to give Willow some warm water when she finds out that the layer has stopped eating at some point. Her eyes are brimming with this dish. Are you alright, Willow? This dish is just like Uncle Slim beef strip. It's good. It's so good. Oh my. Lau puts the jug back down and hurries to take a piece of tissue from her backpack, while silently dismissing the way. I want to go home. I want to eat Uncle Slim cooking. I want to go home. I want to go home. We'll go home at once. There's not a moment to delay. I'll book a ticket for you right now. Go on then. Tell me where you live. Even if it's in Antarctic, I'll send you there while fighting off polar bears if I have to. Oh man. Now Millau is such a good friend. She just met her and she's willing to pay for a plane ticket, man. What the hell? Me too, Willow. No, not real. No. It's what? Also, if you send her to Antarctica, she's gonna join the Antarctic Union. Really the best rich. She's the rich friend we all need. Millau places her cell phone on the table with a thumb. Combination of her words and actions startles Willow to her senses and she chokes back her tears. There's a hint of laughter and What the heck? All the big polar bears in the Antarctic. It's me? I just made it up. I mean, there's a dish by that name. Arctic polar bear soup. Secret reverse collapse lore Milau's pen. You can find her in the full game. Available now later this year. After a long time, Willow's finally managed to regain her composure. Pardon me, it seems I made a fool of myself in front. Oh, it's no problem. We're table mates after all. Also, taking care of her companion is basic etiquette for an elegant lady. Thank you, Millau. Perhaps this meal might not have meant a lot to you. It was very important to me. I'm just glad I could help. It gladdens the heart to see others enjoying one's dishes. Alright. Need to thank the chef too. We look out the way over and after tipping him while addressing him in French, just a few words of thanks in Chinese. Thank you for your kindness, mademoiselle. But what did those last few words mean? My mind just immediately go to the Bing chilling copy pasta. Pardon me, but I'm not very good at Chinese. No problem, I'll translate for you. Recalling what Willow said, Millau carefully considered her choice of words and repeats hers. Thank you for the dishes you made. They helped me see the streets of my hometown and elders who are important to me. I offer this humble gift in the hopes that you will continue making even more delicious. We are very grateful to you as well, generous miss. We are very happy that you experienced such joy in our establishment. I will convey your well wishes to the chef as they were told to me, and I hope you will have happy days ahead. How's that? Did I get it right? That's amazing! Were you self-taught? I'm not wrong, food taster dolls are equipped with polyglot modules. That's right, I learned it myself. Mates. Millau can treat a couple of Ferraris to just now. A couple? Ferrari doesn't, Yushan doesn't need that, she already has all the Ferraris. Also, I learned it myself. Couldn't you just download it? Though the company doesn't have plans for it yet, learning foreign languages is essential for a gourmet whose ambition is to try foods from around the world. Chinese took me forever to learn. There are so many tongue twisters phrases in it, especially that one you just said now. Millau frowns a little. The streets of my hometown and the elders who are important to me. That's not right. I had that dish too, and I'm pretty sure there were no hallucinogens. Where you have effect on their health system. I attentively scoots up a spoonful of it. What's the matter? What are you talking about? I was just wondering if the restaurant spiked their food. I didn't mean to make fun of you. Just that I've been a groupman for a long time now, but I never seen anyone react like definitely not to the point. That sounds so surreal. Yeah, it's like Willow just had that moment from Ratatouille where the chef just begins flashback to his childhood. With Millau doesn't. The party's coming in soon. Ooh. It's not what you're thinking. How should I explain this? Food is a very special thing to the Chinese. Guess I've been infected by it too since I stayed there for long. This dish is a lot like the signature item of an eatery I used to visit often. The boss was a mean-looking old guy who was actually really sick. What I ate tonight reminded me of that time. It reminded me that I'd been away for too long and that I ought to go back and look. I still don't quite understand. Is Chinese food really that amazing? Or is this just that Oriental logic you were talking about just? A bit of both, I guess. Also, Chinese food is amazing. I dare say that it's the best in the world. I mean, I don't think I really like Chinese food, but I don't think I have tasted real Chinese. Here in my country, we have like a mix of Chinese and Peruvian called chifas, which I guess they are very Chinese. They have very, they're like a combined, not fully Chinese, more like a derivative of. But yeah, I really like I like Chinese. I like the chifas. Time with Uncle Lim. Waste on. His mama's cooking was that. Mama's cooking is always powerful. Take that eatery I was talking about just now, for example. It's located in a super secluded place and doesn't have normal business hours. But the boss' skills were so good that he could set up shop in a bustling city and attract a crowd of die-hard customers. If I hadn't left that place... Now... So it's that amazing, huh? Millau nods, though whether or not she actually understands what we're saying reminds me. Gaze turns to the list of expensive dishes that fills herself. In that case, you should take me home with you, Willow. Huh? Huh? Oh man, she wants to go home. That's very bold of you, lady. At least take her to the cinema or cafe first. Is that real? Oh fuck. Is that real, right? Although I hear that French are all outgoing and passionate, but this is a little too. I want to try the food that Uncle Ling of yours makes. Good lady eatery boasting such amazing dishes is like one of those old monks sweeping the floor in the monastery who was actually a super badass in disguise, like in those Chinese stories. Plus, I always thought Chinese food had an inflated reputation. I how those movies and animes show people ripping their clothes off and their faces contorting in the light when they take a mouthful, as if they were drunk. Oh, she's been watching a lot of food. Like, no. What's the name of that anime food? I forgot. The anime where the clothes explode. I forgot. When I saw you today, I began to think maybe it might be real. Lao suddenly lunges forwards and grabs Willow's hands, eyes aglow with an indescribable longing as she stared eagerly at Willow. Food wars, there we go. you already took her to dinner, so Millau is Willow's sexual healing. I want to try it. I really want to try it. That amazing Chinese food of yours. Oh, of course, no problem. It's a deal then. Did you want to go home too? We'll book tickets for the two of us. The next flight to China from Replicate Airport. You're moving too soon. Don't need to rush, Millau. No? You're right. I was being. Yep. We'll finish the food here first, and then I hear about how there's all kinds of pre-meal ritual where you get to eat when it comes to China. So I suppose it was a mistake on my part to have hustled you so hard when I don't even know how to process. What this, Willow? Tell me all about the rituals and materials needed to prepare yourself to eat Chinese food, and I'll make a list of them. I told you, it's not what you're thinking. Oh, man, that's the perfect Dojin. Damn it. Artist, please. Shingai City at the Qingqiao Internet. Now, before continue, I should respond to. Sorry for the mute. Sorry for the silent mode. I need to think to respond to this. No emoji. He hopped into a plane. Wait, Millau is Belgian? I thought she was French. She does look Belgian. How the fuck? Think in this message. Again, sorry for silence. Here, there we go. Belgium is one of the key gun makers, plus the fact that French. Oh, they speak French in Belgium? I didn't know that. I was gonna say, I thought they speak Belgium, but yes, that's not a language. Well, that's it. Oh yeah, that's. If Millau was to be added to Guild's frontline, I guess she will probably get a Belgian gun, I guess. Jingai City at the Dongyao International Airport. Hey, wait a minute. That's I don't know. And look very Jinggao. Two girls disembark from their plane, walking side by side. One of them is perky and excited. The other looks sleepy. Wake up, Willow! Wake up! We made it past custom. Oh. You're a mess. It's rude to go around outside looking like that, you know. Both for yourself and for others. Oh fuck, I'm about to sneeze again. Fuck. Yeah, I knew that. It's pretty fun that a Belgian. It's pretty fun that a Belgian company owns Colt, because when you think of Colt, you think of the American, you know, the American guns. They are owned by the Belgium. Have better batteries or more. Now puts down his willow arm, issuing orders, unquestionable. Now stand still and don't move. I'll clean you up. One thing, do not wear makeup. If you're going around barefaced, then you need to take care of it too. Especially in a place where people come and go like an airport. You need to pay attention to hygiene. You can't be careless, because you just woke up. Lau took some pulls on Willows like a marionette. They slowly comforted. And done. I'll give you a box of dog cleaning goods when I. Thank you. Although I think most dogs don't need stuff that's. Willow sounds a little different. I've been meaning to ask, why do you look so lively? Fell asleep short after getting on the plane. Are you not used? Maybe it's because I haven't rested properly over the past few days. Whatever I thought about how I be coming back here, my heart filled up with conflicted emotions. Huh, I get it. I felt the same way too when I just arrived at Cayenne. It was waiting for me. Really impressed by how you can describe things in a way that seems all the same way, very different in subtle. If I had to describe it with a saying, then I suppose it would be feeling uneasy. That how it is? Well, that doesn't matter. There are so many restaurants here. One should we visit first? Naturally, the answer is none of them. Let me teach you an ancient, unchangeable truth. In any city, airport restaurants serve the least edible food at the most expensive price. Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what? Excuse me, I thought things were different there. I mean, there are many more restaurants signboards here than in France, and the illustration of them looks so tempting too. Trust me, once you see the eateries at one airport, you steam them all. An ace reporter, as former ace reporter who's been there and done that, can take it to heart. In any case, let's get to the city first. Want to understand Chinese cooking then, I suggest you read. Willow hands Millau a travel brochure from a. Alright, this is your turf. Play by your rule. You'll be able to. You'll be looking up this Uncle Lin of yours once we enter the city? And wait to see him. I've never seen those teppanyaki or egg pancakes or soup-filled dumplings or whatnot before. Just hearing your stories is making my nether cloud press me for a minute. I want to eat! Calm down. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I almost eat takoyaki yesterday. I was with a friend and we were like looking for dinner. We're like, oh, let's eat takoyaki. And it was closed. We couldn't eat that and we ended up just eating burgers. Clean up the mess, Millau. You could write a good doujin with that. Now, okay. Willow opens up the complimentary lollipop from Caroline and pops it into Milau's mouth. Uncle's Ling restaurant only opens at night. Honestly, I told you so much earlier. The only thing on your mind is eating. Must be because of the time difference. That's right, I'm sure it's because of the time zone. I haven't adjusted to it yet, so my body thinks it's nighttime. Now glances at the clock out of the corner of her eyes, looks on Willow's lips, and most beautiful puppy eyes she can. But it's so early. Surely you won't let me starve of the nighttime, will you? Please mature you, Willow. I brought you a generous meal, you know? Willow can't help but laugh as she takes in Milau's attitude, so it helps her recover it more. But yeah, I guess dolls don't suffer of jet lag. I mean, I know that dolls need to like rest so that they can a share of their minds and score better. So they that's the way of sleeping. But I guess that in a way they don't suffer of jet lag. I'm just that's an interesting. Man, no man, come on, no man, no. And you're making it too sexual. I mean, it already sounds very sexual, but that's even more sexual. And somebody needs to commission that artwork. Willow can't help but laugh as she takes in Milau's attitude, so it helps her recover more of her emotion. For the setback, Willow has lived every day full of drive and energy. Of course, how could I let a food body go hungry? Although I haven't thought about everything thought yet. True. Although I haven't thought everything through yet. I already decided what I want to do first. Willow takes over a camera and that has languished in their backpack for a very long time. I want to revisit my days as a reporter, starting with a special article on how to see. How about it? You interested in delving into this city with me and embarking on a gastronomic adventure? Jaila Vane! Jaila Banane! On Niva! On Iba! Sky City, on Kilo's Old Street. This evening, and the stuffy air that fills the crowd street seems to be trying to hold back the coming of the night. From rose meat stalls to pushcars, hugging handmade, all made of unique-looking food outlets decorate this corner of the hunger-inducing aroma combines with the shouts of the vendor. A spirit that is unique to the. Why do your streams not? My streams don't save the chat history. They don't? Wait, really? I thought they did. Don't tell me they haven't been saving that. I mean, they should. I mean, no. I mean, I remember. I checked a couple months ago, and it was saving up this chat history. I mean, it'd be pretty weird if they don't save the chat history, because then it'd be like I'm speaking with myself. No, it does save this chat. I mean, at least my last stream before this one, it has the chat history. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't showcase until after the stream, like you said. Right now, I'm checking the chat and there. I mean, I'm checking the reverse collapse demo part 3 did. I jump into towers. I mean, I know that you edit part of the chat, then that will get nuked. Here is complete. Maybe like you said, like it showcased after the stream. Like it takes a while to update. Ta-da! Here it is. Millau's Old Street is the most famous foodie spot in all of Jingai City. Even famous dishes from other places have authentic restaurants. Are you ready? I'm going to take you eating from one end of the street to the other. Oh? Are you alright, Millau? What's wrong with you? Did your system malfunction? Oh no, she's not. Oh no! She's not used to street food. She only eats in fine dining tables. She's not used to street vendors. Millau backs far away from the entrance and waves Willow over. After that, she takes a pack of dishes from her bag and vigorously rubs her mouth. The gourmet stalls you were talking about are places that just expose their kitchens to the street? Like this? Oh no, that's a classic story of... I love it. There are so many people watching. It must be terribly unhygienic, right? The stalls are all really clean though. I mean, just look at the glass panels and the hot cases. They have permits to operate issued by the local health authorities, and hygiene inspection seals on them. Roadside stalls are a pretty common form of eating establishment. Most people grew up eating that way. I guess you can't quite accept that. I'm sorry, I've seen places like this on the streets of France, but hygiene conditions like these are just... Before she can finish, Millau's face turns pale again. Mon Dieu! The fire! It's starting to cook! He's still frying the food right there on the street. Won't the dust and other things get in it? Yo, yeah. That little foreign missy over there who's freaking out over nothing. Isn't food the same no matter where you cook it? The kids eat it all even though when you cook it in the stove. People nowadays are always complaining about how microwaves and the like don't have any wook heat to them. Hiya! Food without wook heat is even less healthy than that. Man, I should have read this like Uncle Roger. No, that'd be racist. Though it said hey yeah, so... No, I'm not gonna be racist. The middle-aged man readjusts the cigarette in his mouth with a grunt, and as Millau watches in hope, he accurately tosses the butt into the bin with his left hand and skillfully dumps the fried vermicelli into the porcelain bowl in front of him. Want some? The mouth-watering aroma of the fried vermicelli reaches Millau's nose, and she subconsciously gulped. Selected in it in. Her cleanliness-obsessed personality is doing its best to keep Millau from sliding down. Willow giggles quietly as she cuts down. Camera's ready, waiting for the right moment to each other. Come on, Dewey, eat up! It's good! The older man holds up the bowl before Millau. Eyes are fixed solely on, shifting slightly with foot's movement. Just as Millau is about to give in on a step, the girl notices a change in him. You... The what? You're actually smoking while selling me the food! I can't take it anymore! Oh. Oh yeah, she does say ay when in the Clue story. That's a nice detail. I didn't think of that. And she is Chinese. Now it makes sense. If sound effect. Oh, he sound effect. I completely. Oh. Huh? Wait, no, that's. I see the chain hotel. Gracefully, music plays in a brightly lit hall as guests gather through. With Milau's unrelenting insistence, Willow has no choice but to temporarily delay their plan as she accompanies Millau to a. Phew, I'm alive again. Now this is a place for dining. That uncle just now was just scary. No, I can't let myself recall it. Like my hard disk and my appetite were both dirtied by it. Get it? Outside stalls are where you find the essence of good food. Individual chefs often have their own secret skills that make them famous food never pass on to outsiders. I mean, like those martial artists, their hidden skills? That kind of makes sense, but hotels like these are also rated highly, right? Well, just take restaurants like this for example. Especially when it comes to franchise. The quality is generally above average. Say that anything they Really? I mean, I'm not doubting you, but you're saying rules completely counter to common sense. Pinnacle of taste hide in the road stalls. Lavish restaurants like these are just average? Hey. That's true. Find the best food. Like here in Peru we have like street vendors and stalls in the street. We call them like Tia Veneno, which translate to Uncle Poison. Uncle Poison. Uncle Poison. No, well, not uncle, but aunt. Aunt Poison. Aunt Poison. Poison. Aunt Poison. Which is like where you can find the best food. Even though it sounds like poison. But yeah, it's like the best food is the one that has the 50-50 chance of completely destroying your stomach. Now once you try it, there's the food. There, the food's right. Let's get started. Pick your poison, exactly. I think thank you for sticking around, Irish. Have a good day in college. I really left in lobster with these two stag ladies. Oh, but thanks for sticking around, man. Have a good day in college. Yep, it smells great. Hang on, let me guess what we're having. This is Jing Gai's crispy pork hoops. This is sweet and sour pork with pineapple. These are fried onion packages. And those are black bean past pork ribs. Indeed, although the exact ingredients are quite the same, the fact that you know the names is really quite impressive in itself. Eh, of course, I'm a famous gourmand, you know. I take food and eating seriously. Oh? Then what's this? Willow takes the lid of a bowl beside Milau's hand. Let me think. White and comes in little lumps. I got it! This is the legendary plebeian breakfast. Meat wontons. Meat wontons. No, these are glutinous rice balls fermented in wine. Huh? Chef Papa? Are you kidding me? How could wontons be so tiny? They slip out through the gaps in your teeth. Resists the urge to laugh. She helps ladle the rice balls into her bowls and hands over the curved chocolate. This is the first time I've seen someone call fermented rice balls wontons. Hey, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. No, not at all. By the way, do you know how to use chopsticks? I can learn right now. There's no eating utensils I don't know how to use. Chopsticks are pretty tricky, you know. Force yourself if you can't do it. And download that chopstick from the net. Don't look down on me. I'm a veteran independent food connoisseur who's been everywhere. And by all means, regale me with your spectacles. Or no. Willow, could you ask the waiter for a fork? Oh no. Quit laughing. What did you do just now? I was just taking a picture of the food. Don't worry about it. This is... it's a local custom, right? Everyone loves taking pictures of their food. Gotta Instagram that shit, man. You're all too evil. Chopsticks are in no way an eating implement. It's equating too many parts in my hands and my drivers keep throwing up errors. You sure it's not something meant for training kung fu? Millau indignantly forks a piece of meat into her mouth. Knives and forks are the true doctrine. Chopsticks and whatnot are heresy. As I thought, food is the only thing that will never betray your narrow cloud. I'm going to use it to cure these little ups. You might not end up disappointed though. Surely not. I mean, it tastes pretty good. Huh? The taste kind of bland. There's no depth to it. It tastes just like pork with sweet and sour sauce. The of cooking is just too crude and slapdash. Yeah, it look and smell pretty good. It doesn't smell of smoke or fire. No local special technique when making it. Still, it's to be expected of food that roll off and information I found doesn't say anything like that. In sweet and sour pork, a traditional dish of this South Asia. Same side produced a completely different dish when made by a different chef. Pictures of Chinese cuisine. The data over here isn't as exact as French restaurants. Things like a spoonful of a bowl to taste, that sort of thing. It means the data is vague and the skill of the chef is what sets them apart from the pack. I try to say sweet and sour pork is a traditional dish from this region. It's like taking pictures. Different people will achieve different results even though photographing this. And so, Willow hands over 3 pictures. You can see, all of them are of you learning how to use chopsticks. One of them shows a clock and another shows a hard worker. So you were secretly taking pictures of me just now. No, wait, there's another picture here. One shows a hard-working little oaf. Didn't think you this, Will. You were so cute when you were down in the dumps. Sorry about that, I couldn't resist. Anyway, do you get it now? Pictures are all about framing and the balance of light and darkness. Like Chinese cuisine. There are many different paths one can follow and these things aren't just reflected in the prevailing food theory on your end seems to be ingredients should be fresh and courses should be distinct. However, not the same over here. Don't just take color, scent, shape, taste, and nutritional value into it. We also infuse our food with feelings, history. Hmm. Spoon rises to Millow's mouth and she shakes her head. Feels like you're making food sound so complicated. But with all this stuff about story and feelings and culture. But food is food. Doesn't it taste good or not? That's simple. Get the feeling that you're just messing with. Everything you said just now sounded like hell speech. And so, Millau samples a spoonful of the wine-fermented rice balls. Garden to me is caviar. There. Uncle Sling cooking will satisfy you for sure. About time, we should be off. Hang on, I haven't finished eating yet. I thought you didn't like it. Also, we can bag it up to go. Finishing what a chef brings you with gratitude is a basic courtesy of a chef and also a critical form of professional etiquette for a gastronomist. While it doesn't taste quite ordinary, it's something I must do. Bagging it up is out of the question. I will make an already average texture downright disastrous. Give me a while longer. I'll be done soon. Willow scratched her head. Then decides to go way off the side with her camera in there. I don't quite get it. Guess I should at least take a picture of you taking your job seriously. After eating her fill, Millau totters out of the restaurant, dragging her wheel suitcase behind her. She walks with forward. Are you alright? To go back to the old little. No, I'm fine. I'm alright. I'm equipped with a special digestive system. It's just that the stuff I ate today was a little. So they can have digestion. Where does that food goes when it's digesting? Was a little too much, so the system is taking some time to cope. Sorry, but I think I should go stand aside for a bit. It will be terribly unladylike to go around in this. Willow looks unboardedly. Now closes her eyes. She digests her food. Browses to her system library of tastes, flavors she. Really is a big difference. Feelings are the same, but the taste is hard. You might need a drink to help it all go down. Oh, did another hour just pass? Holy shit. Okay, give me a minute, I need to like reset the open. That's 4 hours go. And I'm gonna leave it to 6 hours. I need to, like I say, I'm put a filament roll in a little oven so that I can remove the moisture to use for 3D printing. And in the tutorial in the internet it said like 4 to 6 hours. So I'm just gonna leave it to 5 hours. Hopefully. You're going to stuff your tummy with even more things? I am a gastronomic dog after all. I have systems to deal with food, so digesting it is no problem at all. Right now, however, the more important thing is to have something I like to soothe my poor, unsatisfied taste bud. Fair enough. That's a blind spot in my knowledge. What do you want? An apple brandy for starters. Some Brittany buckwheat scripts will be even better. I always have them with every meal. I don't think we have anything like that here. Huh? Millau freezes. She unconsciously looks around. The novel sensation of coming to a new country after disembarking from a plane is long gone. Millau was inflated from the outside world by sitting in a restaurant. He failed to notice the shift in her. Because subconsciously assumed that she was still in France. Millau? Familiar buildings, rapid interspersed borders. Passerbys who look far removed from what Milau's neural cloud system seems to freeze up for a moment. Right. Came to China with you. Not like Not like Millau isn't experienced long journeys. She traveled all of France after all. However, she always managed to find something familiar no matter where she went. Like where little eateries scattered through China cities. This is different. There are no apple brandies or buckwheat cakes. Well, we have pancakes, but they might not be like the kind you're thinking of. Forget it then. I'm always fully recovered now. Let's go look for this Uncle Lane of yours. He follows behind Willow. Now suddenly recalls how Willow's eyes were filled with tears as she. At that moment, Casey barriers keeping Millau from understanding Chinese food seems to have cleared up. They put their feelings, history, culture into food, huh? I like she's having this cultural, she's having this cultural shock. She's slowly learning. Yeah, she's having this cultural shock, going from like a very high cuisine, high cuisine to more street like cuisine. Like, I definitely understand. How much I eat. Is alright. Well, I can continue, but I hope I have time to also read Nora's event. Anyway, new taste. Shanghai City on a residential street. Oh. Past the towering buildings and the lights of cars, neon signs. The glamour of modern society and the harshness of reinforced concrete seems to fade away, along with the other traces of the modern age. The scenery is replaced by brick walls as Willow expertly guides Millau through the alleys. Soon they reach the destination of it. There's still some time before the eatery opens. The two of them look around their surroundings. Wow! What's the matter? No, it's just too strange. Mira looks around and her gaze lingers on the mottled stone walls and the wooden doors and windows. I can't believe there's actually a place like this in the big city. Don't get it. France has its fair share of old buildings that have been preserved for posterity, but none of them have given me a feeling like this before. Like I step into another world. What was that saying again? Like an age gone by? Like a bygone age. Willow smiles and turns a silk circle in front of Millau. Her fingertips run around the uneven marks on the walls. The Chinese imbue objects with their sentiment. Nostalgia is a common form of expression among them. They like to fix their items in order to retain the history that they had with them. Move forward so we can leave things behind. So it goes for the scenery, for buildings, and for food, of course. They say you can taste the land, people and their feelings in a bite of food. You believe that? Willow takes off her camera and shows the picture of the street he just took with now. Before, the picture seems still the food stalls on the line of the side of the road. The gear looks through each of them. The gaze lingers on the final one. Sparks fly from the burning charcoal of a spatula scoops and flips in the hand of a middle-aged man. The contrast of the flickering flames and the steady bacon of a lit cigarette give Millau a dramatically different perspective of the scene she saw earlier. Is that the uncle from just now? No way. He's so different here. Did you Photoshop this or something, Willow? I never done anything like that before. Whether then or now, my principle has always been to report the truth as I see it. I'm simply showing you what I saw from my perspective. Now then, what do you think? I think I don't dislike it that much anymore. That uncle and all the customers around him who are waiting to eat. How shall I put this? Feels like there's a special kind of mood in the air. I don't quite know how to express it. kind of want to try it now. They call it smoke and fire, an air of life and authenticity that you can only find in certain places, for instance, right here. Here, do you regret not accepting that bowl of vermicelli now? It's just one bowl. And what's this? These are hand-formed cakes. You see, they look like this after they come out of the oven. I know this. They look like Brittany crepes. I want to try them. Why didn't you tell me about them? How was I supposed to know what you like? Also, there's lots of tasty things out there, and hand-formed cakes are just a very ordinary kind of food. Now take a look at this. That bamboo? No wait, what's in there? That's bamboo rice. I used to be really into it for a while, and I have a portion where I got hungry while taking pictures outside. Plus, the ones in this picture don't quite follow the traditional recipe. They got Nanjang pineapple rice packet in there. Just isn't too authentic, but still tastes good. Wow! Keep tempting me. Go on to the next one. The two girls huddle over the camera, squatting at the base of a nearby wall while they go through Willow's photo album. With the occasional jostle of squall, the light of the camera's display reflects on their faces. Oh man, that'd be a perfect fan art. That'd be a pretty cute fan art of Willow and Millau just in a Chinese street looking. I wanna see that. That is, until a gentle light fills the air and the apartment over their heads turns its lights on. Millau instantly looks up. It seems to be some kind of signal because the entire street lights come on shortly afterward, pushing down the rows of buildings until they are all lit within the space of a few breaths. Kind of it roots Millau to the spot. It's beautiful. Shit. My family just got up. Oh, hey, it's time! Uncle Lee ought to be opening up soon. Willow gets to her... Willow gets to her... Yeah, that's just my... Willow gets to her feet and stretches. Oh, that's a very... Almost look like how a chifa would look here in my country. Except for the chairs, it looks like almost like a... Also, look at that Coca-Cola. I mean, you can read the Chinese, I guess. Does it read... Does that Coca-Cola in Chinese? Or does it say just non-copyright cola? The door behind the opens. A middle-aged man with grimed hair holds a broom as he looks at the door. Hey, Uncle Lin. Let's go. Uncle Lin. The middle-aged man remains where he is. Look in his eyes is unreadable in the shadow of gas by the doorway. Uncle Lin! Before Willow can finish her sentence, the middle-aged man's eyes narrow. A sudden pang of nervousness runs through Willow's. Her originally cheerful tone turns gloomy as well. I'm back. What if Uncle Link's asks how's my job been lately? Oh. If Uncle Link asks why I haven't been coming back to it. If you're back. Hear any of the questions that she was expecting. The middle-aged man reaches out to pat Willow's head. The way he always used. Welcome back. Oh, what a nice uncle. I almost did a Uncle Roger's voice, but a bit too racist. Then the corners of Willow's eyes turns red and their nose starts to... Yeah. And you brought a friend. Well, come in, both of you. Tell me what you want to eat, and Uncle will make it for you. Now follows the two of them inside. The restaurant is old but clean. The aged wood when tourists gather around randomly. I never having lived in such an environment before, suddenly feels a touch of kinship with. Will it be the usual, little Willow? What would you like, little miss? I'm okay. I'm okay with anything. I'd like to try your specialty, Uncle Lin. Willow said you were good at beef triple, teppanyaki, soup dumplings, pork rib, gaifan, egg sandwiches, fried noodles, and nekomama, chasuke potato salad, other fried rice, and... Miss, I know what I can make. Just tell me what you want. Yep, I'm telling you what I want. I want it all. Little Willow, is this friend of yours right in the head? I mean, tummy? It's fine. Willow's just like me. We're okay no matter how much or how little we eat. Just make it for her, Uncle. Oh, I see. Even so, I can make all that food for you. But why? I eat it all. I won't waste the food. If you don't have enough ingredients, I can go get some. No, it's alright. I believe you won't waste the food, but there's such a thing as eating too much. Eating enough will fill the stomach. Too much will hurt you. Also, you won't be able to savor the aftertaste. I'll make you one of my specialties. Have a seat and wait. Alright then. Millau pulses her lips and quietly gumbles to Willow. You know, gourmet dolls can resist their taste buds, or our palates never get done with no matter how much we eat. I never told him about this, but even if Uncle Lin knew, he wouldn't make that much for it. He mustn't overdo anything, be it food or otherwise. In any case, just relax. China has all sorts of weird rules. These aren't rules, they're habits. Also, Uncle probably treats you as a child. He's not the sort of softly call a child. A child? But I'm not a child. That's terribly rude. I mean, you were born like maybe 5 years ago. And that child. I mean, no, maybe 10 years ago. Depends when those things happen. Now frowns unhappily. You got it wrong. That's just the way the old generation here treats the younger ones. I'll explain all to you on the way back. Just have a seat first. I'm going to help out in the back. Help out? You're going to cook? That one of those Chinese eating rules too? Nope. It's the same reason. A habit. There's a sense of satisfaction when you make your own meal. Haven't you cooked before, Millau? I'm a gourmet, not a chef. Neither am I, but that's not important. I'm going in. Willow puts down her things and rolls up asleep before heading into the kitchen. Alone now, Millau boredly surveys her surroundings. She's looking for signs of gourmet cooking, but instead she finds pictures on the wall. This picture of the customer? Never guessed that such a small place will have such many patrons. Making me hungry. Is Willow? Millau's gaze lands on the big picture where many people are gathered around a table, hoisting their glasses to the camera. Heat haze from the hot pot in the center distorts their pictures, but Millau can still make out Willow's in the... Oh, lively! Huh? Wait a minute. Aren't they going to portion it out to each of them? Why is everyone sticking their chopsticks into the pot? Is this some kind of horror movie? As Millau exclaims, the sound of creaking can be heard again. Customers arrive. Yeah, that's a buffet, basically. A big plate where everybody can serve each other. I don't know. I'm really liking the rich girl, the rich and sheltered girl visiting street vendors. It's pretty fun. I don't know. Oh, interesting. That Willow? No, that's not Willow. Shortly after the customers seat themselves, Willow emerges from the kitchen with Uncle Lin. Time to eat! Hey, you owe me one now, Millau. After begging and pleading with Uncle Lin, He eventually gave in and agreed to make some extra dishes for you. Behold! Begar's chicken, sake steamed clams, anso lamian, and actual pork bok wontons. Remember, wontons look like this. Oh. Ella covers her pale face with napkins and tries to soften her stiff features. Huh? What's the matter? I saw you in a picture just now. All of you were eating from the same pot and drinking together. Jesus croquet! I didn't know you were like that. How can you bear it? You ate separately from me when we had dinner together. There's nothing special about it, is there? That's the hot pot I was telling you about. We also have the practice of eating from separate hot pots, but you don't need to worry. What do you mean by also? Vous êtes insupportable. Only one thing works. That is to dine completely separate, apart from each other. Yes. Separate portions it is. Uncle Lin, more bowls and chopsticks, please. Come in. New bowls arrive, and Willow's expression is somewhere between laughter and tears as she gives Millau her portion. Millau watches Willow carefully, as though terrified that Lair will spike her food. Gaze does not waver. Tim hisses. Millau, you're just so... If I had a free hand, I'd take a picture of you now and paste it on the Gourmet magazine. Little title, foreign eating Chinese food for the first time. But there, no need to keep looking. Your portion is ready. Hulhoroo! I think about all the dishes in China I haven't encountered yet, that they might end up being like this hot pot. Wouldn't that mean I would? Oh, my head hurts. Huh. Well, your head's going to hurt a lot for now. Can't help you there. Here, have some sour plum juice. Uncle Lim said we love underage, so we aren't allowed alcoholic drinks. The sake steamed clams were already a huge concession. I mean, they're dolls. Does that mean that most dolls can think? That their adults are adults? Interesting. That doesn't bother me. Or plum juice, you say? Malone sounds challenging. Let me give it a try. After recovering somewhat, Millau picks up her glass and studies it. Just then... Uncle Lin, bring up the hot pot. Everyone's here. Got it. I'm preparing the ingredients, so have an appetizer first. Smash. Millau glasses crash onto the table and her hand trembled. Oh, what happened? Oh. After much pleading from Millau, the two of them have transferred to a corner table, some distance away from the hut. Granted, they're still less than a meter away from them. How about it then? Oh, grand gastronomy, won't you rate this humble establishment? Gah. Millau slowly drowns the sour plum juice from the high-steamed wine glass she brought along and smiles in satisfaction. Baker's chicken is tender and juicy while crispy on the outside. The garlic seasoning lingers without being oppressive, and the mild spice offset by the sweet and sour beverage is most excellent. Sake steamed clams are good too. Stewing it in sake brought out the freshness of the clams, while the umami of the soft meat is rich and broad as it captures my taste buds. And this is making me want to eat Chinese food. Damn it! I mean, I could go and there's a Chinese restaurant close to my house, but I already waste too much money this month. Oh man, I'm really hungry now for Chinese. Damn it! The other spices you brought up were also superior items. Really use condiments in my tasting, but this dish is special. Even the seasoning was very appealing. And finally, this plate of Lanzhou lambian. I will give it a 100 of my 100 as a main course. This broth is fragrant. The noodles are chewy and with a texture that's completely unlike Italian pasta. The sole minus is that it is too filling. If I were not a doll, I probably wouldn't have been able to finish the other 2 dishes. Hehe, I'm glad you weren't disappointed. Although... Millau pauses and frowns slightly. Oh fuck! That was my camera. Fuck, don't fall. What did I say? There we go. Millau pauses and frowns slightly. I still haven't encountered that taste you experience in France. The kind that fan the flames of your emotion. These dishes are rare delicacies. Nowhere near unique. For that, I began to suspect that they just happen to suit your tastes. It was a subjective thing. But now, after seeing you eat this food, you don't seem to be reacting unusual. Now looks puzzled. Doesn't stop. That is because of some secret formula? The Chinese have closely guarded secret recipes and the likes when food. Will it be that Uncle Lin didn't use them because he doesn't trust me yet? Honestly, you're reading too deeply into it. If I had to put it into words, then the beggar's chicken and the condiments for the steak steamed clams will be a secret recipe in themselves, and so will be the soup stock for the ramen. But the bigger secret is probably the story. Willow looks past Millau and at the picture on the wall. Millau turns and follows Willow's gaze. She grabs the other girl's cheeks in annoyance and straightens her back up. Willow, I'm speaking to you in terms of science, not occult mumbo jumbo. Hey, ouch. It's just that I don't know how I should answer you right now. Oh, forget it. Now suddenly downs her sour plums juice and then dumps it on the table. There is a look of mortal resolve on her. I want to try that hot pot. You that hungry? Composed air that Millau had hard to pull up crumbles on. Hey, do you know how much courage it took to make that decision? Please respect my upbringing as a gourmet. No, if you really can't take it, you can always order a hot pot for yourself. Oh no. Up there. Take your pawns up. Yeah. Oops. I know that, but won't be the same. I'm sure there must be something I didn't know about that in that roadside stall at the hot pot run. That's why I decided to play by the Chinese rules for once and eat hot pot with a lot of people. Just like what you were doing in that picture. I understand what you're thinking, but in any case, I want to join them. I want to try the hot pot on their table. Willow, please let me try it. Just this one. I'm sure I'll be able to learn the secrets within it. Won't you trust me? Alright then. Unable to receive the pleading look on Milau's face, you have no choice but to play dumb with her and try to mix with the others who are having their meal. Fortunately, fairly commonplace in a small restaurant like this, however. The hot pot in the center of the table discharges and billows steam, creating a tempting stand in all directions. Countless ingredients are lined up beside in a great array of bowls and dishes. That was my camera. I need to find a better thing to put the camera. There's no sign of an eagerly part. Also, that's kind of weird. Like, Willow just like approach this random group of people and say, "Hey, can we eat with you guys?" It's kind of weird. I mean, is that really something common in China? I mean, this is written by these developers. Nika team is China. This is China, so I wonder if that's something that really happens. Like, you can just see people eating hot pot and like, "Hey, can we eat with you?" I don't think so. There's no sign of being eagerly partaking in the food and drink or anything. The dinners are just playing with their utensils, although they aren't here to eat. Are you not going to say anything? What's there to say? How about something festive? And then we'll just go our separate ways? Oh. The table is enveloped in a gloomy air until sudden request breaks silence. Hello? Mind if we got in? Sorry to disturb you, but we absolutely need to have some. But it's no fun with just the two of us, so. Is it okay, guys? And it's like a spark that triggers everyone arch feet. Fine by me. Isn't that how we met in the first place? In that case, welcome. Have a seat, both of you. Okay. Merci. Mind if I do then? Never had hot pot before and there are so many dishes. What do we do now? Dump them all into one pot? Let's start with the seasoning. What do you want to mix in? We have tahini paste, fermented bean curd, mashed garlic, sesame oil, chili flour oil, vinegar, seasoned soy food, mini chilies, chili and spice, sauce, pepper, mustard. I'm okay with anything. There's so much stuff here, I thought I only see this many condiments in a kitchen. Millau excitedly begins adding them in, still failing to notice the strange mood in the air. You can just put all these dishes into hot. Oh, and master chopsticks. Hot pot. Won't that defeat the purpose of the... But do the most more, but could you lend me a hand? I'm still not too good at the cooking part. Huh? Let me do it. What do you like? Beef do? Merci beaucoup. Le beautiful it is. You're swishing the meat up and down while holding it. What is that? Oh, it's a little trick to cooking your meat in a hot pot. Saying that goes 7 times up, 8 times down, implying that your food will be done once you finish doing that. That's right, way to put it. Times up, 8 times down. I get it now. Millau holds her balls and watches the meat boiling up and down in a bubbling pot. Eyes aglow with that. Are you okay? Did you choke? No, but I think she just like... Don't you think she's like brother you? What does that have to do with me? It's just like how we first met you, brother you. You know, when you were ordering roasted meat. The way you say that is a little... Girl simply laughs but does not reply as she transferred the meat slice to Milau's bowl. Merci infiniment. Merci infiniment. Don't mind if I do. Millau closes her eyes in peace, and her hands are balled up in a fist which trembles slightly in front. Très bien! C'est délicieux! The cooked and tender beef slices with just a hint of seasoning. Oh, this distant yet sweet aftertaste. I want more, may I? Millau opens her eyes and proudly holds her balls forward, unable to hold back the light in her eyes. Brother, you, she really does sound like how you were back then. You ordered take a food all the time and you never have eaten hot pot before. You were flailing around, and Sis Jean had to help you with the meat. As if, don't talk nonsense. It left a deep impression on me. You had that same look on your face too, and Sis Jean even wondered if she poured something strange in the pot. There's a look of nostalgia on the girl's face as she fed an entire platter of beef to the hot pot while Millau was watching. There's plenty left, no need to rush. I feel bad for making you help me all the time. Allow me to serve the drinks. Millau rises to her feet and goes around the table pouring drinks for everyone. But her eyes do not leave the meat in the house. Why aren't you putting anything in? Not because of me, is it? Do that. It's bad to keep the food waiting, you know? That's right. Let's bring it on. Come. Don't just sit around. Let's eat. His friends don't respond. Instead, they grow gloomier. This Jean, she's been gone for so long. I remember how she used. Hey, don't be like that. Oh, they remember their friend. He watches the mood at the table about to defeat. Now leans so. Little bit. Hey, what are crab sticks? Are these it? Oh, yes. You want to try them too? If someone else likes them, there's got to be something good about them. Would you mind helping me? Of course. No problem. Here you go. Lau happily brings into her mouth. A blissful expression fills her face once. She's sipping a mouthful of ice-cold soda on a hot summer day, and it draws everyone's attention in an instant. It's so good! The soft texture and the slightly sweet meat and the salty sauce. I like that too. Willow, you must try this. The crab sticks are amazing. Lau frantically gestures as she approaches Willow, though she's trying to describe the deliciousness of crab sticks with her hands. The dinner unconsciously exchanged look, breaking to a smile. The Louis Miss is right. Come on, dig in. It's bad to keep the food waiting. Saying so, the man scoops a piece of meat and imitates Milau's mood. It's delicious. Please don't, Brother Jew. It looks good when she does it, but in your case, it just made me mad to dunk you into the soup. With that laugh, the chill in the air dissipates. Upon seeing this, Willow happily adds more ingredients to the pot and lightly bumps Millau with the. Well done. What do you mean? Millau turns to face her, holding her bowl like a bare picture of Chinaman, with meat slices in her bowls and on her fork. It's nothing. Getting used to it? Of course! Hot pot is great. Like that, she's part of the group now. Before we continue, my cat is asking for. I'm gonna give me like 10 minutes. I need to eat. I need to feed my cat. Be back. I had to grab a little. You just sit there. Oh, right. You can see an Uncle's Dream restaurant. As the atmosphere at the table warms up, Willow begins to feel a little uncomfortable. Emotions that had, emotions that had calmed down back when friends are beginning to up again. An image flashes through her visual system. For some reason, Willow wants to speak with her past friends very much. Now is blending in with everyone. Willow quietly excuses herself and retreats to the kitchen. Oh, not going to eat with your friends? Again, the middle-aged man can tell who is it movements alone, even without looking back. Oh, we had a lot of fun. I see. And it seems I still haven't lost it yet. Of course, your food's the best, Uncle Lin. Especially your beef trick. Oh ho! Since you're praising me this highly, it seems I'll have to make a better serving for you next time. Your thing. I'm looking forward to it. I wonder what a better version of your beef trick will taste like. Hey, wrong. Take down my wall. Okay. Relax, I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Uncle Lynx turns around and produces a sweet inside the apron. You had one in store, Uncle Lin. You always take a sweet to cleanse your palate after every meal. You remember that? That means I have to be prepared. You remember how you looked the first time you ate here? You were so depressed back then and worried that you wouldn't be able to understand the language. Huh. I might not be a Chinese though, but I work here. I know some Chinese at least. Blah. Oh, work, is it? You were a mess. All covered in mud. Was wondering where you gone running around back then. And in the end, I had to wash your face for you. Hey, I just done an interview at our construction site back then. It couldn't be helped. I remember that one. You exposed that foreman and the company behind him. Well done, little Willow. At some point, it's finishing cleaning up the kitchen, and the two of them end up sitting side by side on the bench, looking out at the scenery through the tiny window. The older man mutters to himself. He's talking to his. Oh, she's crying. Huh? The middle-aged man suddenly stops and he hears sobbing from beside him. Sorry, it was my fault for not looking at the wrapper closely and getting you the wrong brand. Did you bitter? Willow presses her mouth shut and vigorously shakes her head. It's sweet. Really? Really? Then, do you still want to buy more sweets? Willow starts to nod, but then she shakes her. I don't know. About love to sweet for everyone. Many of them ended up getting tummy ache. Right now, I don't know if I should keep buying sweets anymore. Well, I think that's the problem is within the sweet and not with you. Remember that rice noodle dish? I do. I think that was the first time you messed up, Uncle. Oh yes. Was something wrong with the seasoning I brought and it was my first time making it. Thought that was how it was supposed to taste. Hmm. Say it, Uncle Lin. Just remembering that taste scares me. What did I do after that? Went to the market and looked it up. We brought the proper seasoning. The rice noodle after that tastes great. You see? If there are problems with the sweets you brought, little Willow, you just need to go to a different store. Or perhaps you could learn from me and study how to make the sweets taste good and get rid of their weird taste. Once you do that, it'll be okay. When you give these sweets up to everyone, right? And if anyone tries to say your sweets taste bad, I'll help you starve them. Alright. Thank you, Uncle Lin. Uncle Lin doesn't answer. Instead, simply ruffles. You should head on back. Don't keep your friends waiting. Yep. Willow gets to her feet. Expression is much brighter now. Thank you, Uncle Lin. I haven't made up my mind to not buy sweets in the future. Then I can at least do a feature article on a sweet shop. In any case, I'm going to start by making your place famous. I'll let everyone know that this place has the best sweets. You don't have to. Don't want to have to expand this place. After all, get big, you and all those other kids won't have a place to rest, right? Uncle Lin. Hey, ya. ¿Por qué le... No, porque... Why do they make you say that? You make me want to sound like Uncle Roger. Hey, ya. Don't cry. I misspoke. Don't take it to heart. You're not wrong, Uncle Lin. You treat me the best. Willow heads to the kitchen with Uncle Lin. By this time, all the diners have left, leaving only Millau in the store, deep in thought. He walks around the hot pot, then sitting down from time to time, trying to divine some kind of secret from the food that has home. Dear, are you still hungry? I'll make some more for you. Oh, you guys came out at last. I was wondering if I should go in to look for you. Everyone else has gone. Oops. What's that? How was it? Did you manage to taste it at last? Delicious food filled with emotions that move the heart? That's what I wanted to ask. There's a puzzled look on Milau's face as she gives an unexpected answer. I didn't manage to taste it at all. But was delicious. But I still don't get it. They crying while they were eating. Not like there was anything strange in it, right? Millau pulls up an analysis menu here. The vegetables are plain. So are the seafood and the meatballs. I even checked the organs meat used, but it was the same as the beef of all I had with you. They're all ordinary ingredients, and hand-cooked by them to boot. It's not like any extraordinary cooking technique went into it. It's because they added another ingredient to it, I'll bet. Preparation is a painful seasoning. Those kids will be leaving this place after all, after today. I don't understand. If they're crying because of that, And doesn't it have nothing to do with the hot pot? How could that be? Rather, it's closely linked to why they shed their tears. In the future, they'll be in different cities and different times. They'll think of each other when they taste the same flavors. The hot pot has become a vessel for their story. How could it not be important? Why have you gone back to stories again? Trying to make sense of this back and ipso tension explanation is making my system throw up errors. Relax, little miss. If Willow and these kids couldn't help you understand, then how about we try a more interesting one? As in, a way to help you experience the significance of stories in food. When I do, will I experience gourmet cuisine that will move my error cloud and make it tremble? I can't make any promises, but once you experience it, I can give you the meal you're looking forward to. Will it excite my emotions? Can it make me cry? If that's what you want, please do. I'll be counting on you. The middle-aged man looks at Millau with serious face. The compassion in her eyes for someone his junior face. The compassion in his eyes for someone his junior's face. He replaced entirely but earnest. I am a chef, and I believe that my purpose is to meet my clients' expectations. If that means giving them food that their hearts long for but which they haven't realized yet. Since you gone this far, then leave it to me. You're welcome to visit this store again after a week. It's a deal. He's gonna make her visit again. This cocktail. Take a
Spoonful of good soup. Alright. Hey, wait a minute. You guys see it at the Mika Hotel? Mika, you clever bastard. You name a hotel after you. Junson, you clever bastard. At the Mika Hotel. Jingai City, at the Mika Hotel. Do they develop games as well? The next morning, neatly dressed Millau knocks on Willow's door. Ribbleto, Chiro Willow, bonjour. Ribbleto, it's time for breakfast. You know what time it is? 5:30 a.m. Who will wake this early for breakfast unless they were making breakfast themselves? Pardonnez, when I thought of how could I experience cuisine that unites stories and food, I got so excited that I couldn't sleep. My narrow cloud refused to enter sleep mode all night. All my attempts to initiate shutdown were interrupted by a new alert prompt. So, what's our plan for today? While Millau frantically gesticulates, Willow falls asleep while leaning on the door. On seeing this, Millau scratches her head and half carries Willow in. I think I got carried. Honestly, not being able to sense a companion fatigue is in a ladies. He put Willow down. Something strange under. Only then that Millau realized that the floor is covered in handwritten notes. What are these? Xiao Mingkai, Yangshu Wan, Yuya Yuan. I'm probably butchering those names, so I'm sorry if you. Mon Dieu!
You working on this restaurant itinerary last night? That's amazing. After Millau comes to her senses, she bends down and pulls the cover over with. Thank you for your hard work. On the train to the restaurant, Millau swats away Millau's hand and clears her throat. First thing first, I didn't go out of my way to stay up all night to organize all this information for you. It's just that I haven't done journalism in a long time, so I was just preparing for my gourmet cuisine article. The heck do you understand? You're smiling in such a creepy way. Here, pick one. Uncle Ling especially instructed me to have you experience the 8 main cooking styles in China and their associated culture. So, which do you want to eat first? Let's see. There are 8 main cooking styles. They really that complicated? When I first started at restaurant itinerary this morning, I thought it was just that there were a lot of restaurants. You be your small crab on pitch. Wait, give me a minute. Give me a second. Sorry. That's 5 hours already, so yeah, let's go with 6. The next 6 hours is gonna be filament should be ready, so I'm gonna begin 3D printing now. Alright then. When I saw that restaurant itinerary this morning, I thought it was just that there were a lot of restaurants. This is the foundation of Chinese cooking. French cuisine isn't bad either. Our cooks know a lot of culinary techniques too. Oh? Then do you know how many types of cooking art there are in Chinese cuisine? 8. No. Assuming there's 2 kinds per style. That will be 16, right? There are 24! Preparation techniques here don't just cover 20 dishes. There are at least 25 ways to cook the ingredients alone. Holy shit, that's a lot. I might not be a chef, but I feel extremely disgruntled by this. Won't back down though. I'm staking my pride of a gourmet on this. Chinese food, here I come. Put the grand speeches aside for a moment. Do you decide where you want to begin? Want to eat all of them? Can we make them all at once? Haste makes waste. You only get one restaurant a day. Then, let's go in order and start from Yang's cuisine. Well, sure. Are they Minkai? Again, I'm probably butchering the name, so. This layout, isn't it strange? Really a restaurant? Sitting in the wrong place? Don't worry, this is a restaurant. Look, aren't there little tables in front of the chairs? Restaurants normally use furniture like this. There's a stage in front. A cabaret club or something? Actually, you will be right from a certain point of view. Come, look at this before you eat. Willow takes 2 catalogs from the waiter and hands one to. What's this? A Disney. Do you collect this before eating? What a strange rule. Unique to young. Baffled, now opens the picture catalog and finds that it's filled with pictures of strangely dressed humans, as well as long passages of English text. The fall of the Qing dynasty. Yu Han contention, King of Han Liu Wang appointed Han Xi general in to attack the Shu. Is that Chinese story? Is that the three kingdoms story? It's Chinese. Huh? Pardon the intrusion. We're about to serve the soup, so please move your hands. Now still clueless, the star places a small bowl soup on the little table and then begins playing. This is a theater program that briefly explains the contents of the upcoming Peking opera that you're about to witness. Opera? Hang on. Came to eat. Please calm yourself, miss. The main course will be served after the performance. We seek your patience. You will be afforded the chance to dine. Willow, what is this? Not soon enough. Just try this soup. It's one of the signature dishes of Yangtze cuisine. I'll give it a try. The moment the spoon enters her mouth, Millau eyes light up. Here, taste is rich and fresh. The chicken and turtle meat is fresh and tender, with a smooth texture. Très bien! Truly an excellent dish. What is it called? You'll find out when you watch the opera afterwards. It's a name. Gong and drums are beaten. The actors begin filling on the stage. Wow! It's like a food with. It's dining with a show. Milau's eyes go wide. Performance she has never seen before unfolds in front of her. Brief show ends quickly enough. The clamor of guests once again fill the West Hall. A unique art. Is Pharaoh, my concubine, the name of this ancient dish? Of course! Its original name was Dragon and Phoenix Stew. It came from the capital of the Western Shu Empire. This dish was meant to commemorate the hero Yang Shu and the famed beauty Lady Yu. Its ingredients of chicken and turtle are meant to reflect the dragon and the phoenix in its name, with an extra layer of meaning to it. We didn't expect that its origin would be so Low gestures for quite a while before she can finally think of a way. So grand. There are many dishes in China with such grand origins as this. Maybe you should ask which parts of China don't have such things. Alright, oh great gourmet, time to try the main course of Pharaoh, my concubine. Will you tell me how you feel about it? Now takes the bowl and chopsticks Samples the firewall my concubine. So it clearly is the same dish. At that moment, Millau can taste a hint of something different in it. Hey, it's true meaning of in doing it. Feels like I understand a little about seasoning stories and interesting. It's like watch basically I just seen the origins of the food can make her like make it taste different. Wait, give me a minute, I need to respond to a message. Why did they fucking message me while I'm streaming? One week later, Shingai City. Shingai. How is pronounced? Mila gulps down mouthfuls of icy water while startling the Willow with. Meanwhile, Willow is fiddling with her. Gluk, gluk, gluk. Oh, that was terrifying. It was a bit too much chili, don't you think? I was wondering if I was cooking, or if it was cooking or a chemical weapon. I picked moderate spiciness, but it was over 10 times hotter than perverted spiciness from that street stall's crispy pancakes. Did Whiter make a mistake or something? Haha. That's how session cuisine is. And besides, you chose it. He warned you that session cuisine was best left to the end. Still, a little troublesome, I think. Uncle Ling already said war, so you won't have time to try the last two dishes. Everything's ready, so all you have to do is drop by. Really? Be able to eat the best Chinese cooking then? Though it is a bit of shame about the dishes. Dragon Prince shed his robe and poetic ego. Being out all those restaurants, just hearing their names enough to conjure up a deep and meaningful stories for them. Close my door. Yeah, just open. Oh, fuck. There are too many meaningful stories and even more dishes. You could eat for another month and still not go into them all. Do your best to eat it all up, man. But of course. However, most present being at oh fucking shit. Camera just gave off. I need to buy a better. But of course, however, the most pressing thing at the moment is to try Uncle's lean dishes. Given what you know of him, what dishes will he make for me? I don't know about that. Won't taste as good as the beef strip anyway. peace trip all you can think of? What's wrong with it? It did bring you all the way to China, didn't it? I want to talk. You hooked my appetite, but I still haven't eaten anything that moves me yet. Wonder what sort of taste will make my nether cloud tremble. Ah, I want to know. I really want to know. Hey, I know. Millau reaches out to Willows with ill intentions. What? Oh man. That is, if you're watching this archive, you were right, man. This is extremely jury. Don't do that. It's so ticklishly. Yeah. The jury fanfic just right themselves. Although when I go back to France, I'll take you to go all the restaurants to try their food and hold your appetite hostage so I can watch you beg for mercy. That might not be possible. I, for one, plan to stay. Huh? To start over as a reporter. Truth is, I've been pondering that question while I've been doing interviews for the past few. Millau hands a set of sorted pictures to me. But I only intend to do one simple food article when I started taking pictures. Hands on their chest. There's so many interviews and visits. Feeling from before is starting to come back to me. So has a lot has happened. I still want to try my hand at being. Also, I want to meet my old friends from before one more time and tell them that Willow is back. Willow spread her arms, but then she suddenly feels a hump on the shoulder. Now has embraced her. Congratulations, mon ami. In order to celebrate my appetite Willow's return, I set out for Uncle Slim's place. Yippee! Hell yeah! We arrive at the restaurant. Uncle Lim is still busy. You bring your suitcase along. Because it's time to go all out. Now, which of my darlings will I use to? Unlock the latch on the suitcase, place the elegance interior too. Inside are not filled with exquisite jewelry or lavish upholstery, but a beautiful armory of dining silverware. Like soldiers standing at the ready, quietly wait for command. Whoa! I take a picture of them? There's so many. They're all eating utensils. Of course! They are my pride and joy. Haven't I seen you use them before? Because my darlings will only take the fields in the most intense battles. For instance, during gourmet food tasting competitions, right now, I want to achieve my heart's desire. Can't believe it. Did that startle you? They've been my security during my year of wandering. Also my trump card when facing off other gastronomies. Now, I was more surprised by the fact that despite knowing how to use these eating utensils, you still can't master a pair of chopsticks. Ooh, she got you there. She got you there, girl. Ooh, what a burn. That's surprising, don't you think? She got you. She got you. Now then, which of my darlings shall I use? Hey, don't go change the subject like that. And what do you want to do? You can't be candid. You don't have to be cruel. You can take a shot but don't land a low blow. Really, I'm impressed by just how fast you master Chinese. Oh yeah, that's a good question. Are they talking in just Chinese? Are they talking in Chinese during all of this? Is Uncle Roger, if Uncle Lin is speaking in Chinese and they talking back in Chinese? I've always been able to quickly grasp any form of knowledge that's related to gourmet cuisine. For instance, Millau whistles up a stick knife as she mumbles to herself. He says a couple of strokes in the air towards Willow's camera. I'll chop it to bits if you keep dissing me. That is inappropriate language for the dinner table, little miss. Also, you can't cook cameras. Ah, you're finished, Ogdenlin? It ready? The fine cuisine that suppresses ingredients and culinary techniques and strikes directly at the Nera cloud? I've been looking forward to this for a long time, so don't disappoint me, Master Lin. You sure don't hold back. But of course, right now, I'm not my petite Willow's friend or junior of yours. I am a diner, and one who has arrived on time for their meal. In that case, I can't possibly back down now, can I? The end of a smile crosses the middle face, and he gestures for her to proceed to the table. Here, this is an appetizer. New drink? This Chinese-style snack. They don't others. Some matter of pastry whose name is known to me. How exciting! I'm going to open the lid. Now closes her eyes, takes off her handkerchief, elegantly. Fruit, sweetness of cream. Smell alone is tempting enough. Good appetizer, this truly is. It's. Eyebrows suddenly. Something is. Why does it smell so familiar? She opened her eyes. She's making macarons. Master Lin, what is the meaning of this? Do you not have prepared an Eastern-style snack? Or are you admitting defeat ahead of the matter? Think that you could not move me with Chinese food? You choose to step back and try to win me over with French cuisine? You're mistaken. I simply feel that you... Oh, perhaps I should address you as Miss Millau. I simply believe that you were under the effects of a misconception. Middle-aged man plates the macarons for Millau. This is not a habit of his. He's simply doing this because it pays him in setting this. Miss Millau, why do you think I had little Willow take you to experience Chinese cuisine? In order to understand the link between food and stories? I heard I'm eating a lot over the past few days, but I wouldn't dare say I understand it all. Confident in saying I grasp Chinese dishes to some extent. So, what does it have to do with French cooking? Now hesitates briefly before placing a macaron in her mouth, biting down gently. This is why I was saying you were mistaken, Miss Millau. The aged man voices him last intense thing Millau hears, for a change occurs in her. Stories on food. Food and stories. Is there a link to food? And why should Chinese dishes be the only ones with stories to tell? Huh? The crisp outer shell of the macaron crumbles under milk pressure from the heat. Soft content springs free of their confidence to praise the interior of Millau. Male sourness of fruit and the sweetness of cream blends together, form a silent symphony that draws Millau. Very Chinese style decoration of the restaurant opens her eyes again. Millau finds herself sitting in front of a familiar. Estimated time to update competition 5 minutes. 5 more minutes? Could you hurry up a little, please? The girl pointlessly arches her gustatory system out of. I've been bearing with this for so long. Having me learn so much about taste and flavor would not allow me to eat a single thing is simply torture. What does eating feel like? Why do some people enjoy it while others merely go through the motions? I want to find out. I want to eat and learn. Estimated time to update competition 3 minutes. Reloading a specific. Huh? The update hasn't completed yet, so why is my gustatory system already operational? Alien. Now looks at the plate beside her. The color of the macarons lie upon it. Something. sensory feedback for her recently activated gustatory system. Is hunger? Activating. Update complete. Activating gustatory. No! Millau doesn't bother to wait for the finish before grabbing a macaron and showing it. Here comes her breathing and closer, quietly savoring her feedback from her texture. This taste! Crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, sweet and delicious, with a chewy texture. So that's how it feels. Those digitized logs are too bland. I want to let more people know about this. I want to eat more delicious food. Lauter's face and the sphere before her crumbles away. Now blinks, like herself back in the room. Now looks at the mouth. Nothing comes. How was the appetizer? Use egg whites, almond powder, sugar, icing, and fruit syrup. And of course, a little bit of your story. Now gaze turns to Willow, standing to the Didn't violate your privacy. That's a taboo for reporters. I simply found some clues in your blog. It was just the appetizer, Master Lee. Though I have to admit, I did experience something just now. Taste I never encountered in food before, but it was just the appetizer. Of course, it was just the appetizer. And in 3, the wolf pie. The limb calmly lift another lid of the platter. Smell of beef triple mingles with soul sauce. Form a fragrance that rushes up the nose, accompanied by the gentle waft. Specially made maple brandy beef strip. Please, help yourself. Now's eye are fixed on the beef triple lying on the wall. Her display, her hands begin to tremble. She brings a piece of triple in her head filled with anticipation and a hint of fear. Quickly closes her eyes. The taste of the beef triple spreads across her thumb. Affected, the girl returns to that summer. Oh, that's, she's having flashbacks. You're like just like Ratatouille, man. She's having flashback to her childhood. Except her childhood just it was activated. Oh fuck. Yeah, that, I don't know. Friggin' brood, and the carrots, and springy beef innards. Delicious eat. Oh, don't be so harsh. This is my first official taste testing. Don't try to bluff me. I sent the macarons. Oh, in any case, it tastes great. Why not try some more? You got to be serious when taste tasting. You lose points. Later, you read again? Memories scatter again. This time, Ella doesn't wait for to move. Instead, she lifts the cover of the dishes of rich seafood soups, scallops, tuna, fried oysters, pork platter, beef in red, butter escargot, cream puff, chestnut. Three dishes like a mighty trickster, loud nerve, bringing the girl from one memory of the past to years worth of time on goes over a hill and dale, morning to sunset. It is in sorrow, a feeling that could be considered sentimental. A feeling that could be considered sentimentality. By the time she comes to her senses, tears are still. Oh. Oh. That's kind of like a funny image. Just thinking about this Chinese restaurant, this chef This chef just making a full course of French cuisine to make this girl feel nostalgic about her home. So cute. You know, I'm here. I. Millau tries to speak. In the end, she can't stop herself from weeping. She wipes away her tears. Gobbles down the food she will not take her time to. I want to go home. I want to go back to France and take a look around. I want to go to take a picture of the Just Seafood restaurant. You're right. You should have done it. Oh. She's getting extremely sentimental. Why didn't I even realize that this food tasted so good? Table not far away. Millau's pen is moving rapidly with paper, revealing an incomplete column article. What is gourmet? Mid cuisine is the life. Mid cuisine, longing for home. Oh, very. Alright, bottoms up. Well, I mean, that was so cute. Just like Willow experience when she suddenly had a flashback, was feeling extremely homesick. Millau just had the same feeling. Good food can make you remember good. That's very cute. Cute. What a cute Millau. The Oasis, the kitchen. Beef lungs, beef how much? Beef intestine, beef lean, anise, dried citrus peel, cinnamon, Chinese licorice, tauco, fennel. These are ready, but are we going to cook, Professor? I'm going to cook. I know how to cook. You know how to cook all that? Not bad to cook from time to time. But I like cooking, but I don't know what to do with that. In any case, I need to show some sincerity if I want to persuade her to join us. Willow says she likes eating this. I'll make this for her. Alright then. I'll be here. Just call for me if you need a hand. I'm just making a okay. Bowl of beef strip. Speaking of which, have you had beef strip before? I don't recall it, so I don't think so. I kinda want to make you a bowl of make a bowl of beef strip for you every day, Percy. That's a way to flirt. I think when the time comes, there won't be so many trouble. Department. General Cloud Development. Opens her eyes and stares blankly at it. Are you awake? Hello? Reaches out to wave her hand. Later, touches away. Honestly, can't you let me just lie down for a bit? Sure I can, but you look weird. Just glad you're okay. What did you see during the evaluation? That's some memory data of the past. What humans call dreams, I guess. I woke up, I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if it was just a dream? Yeah, I understand. I was thinking of home too. All because of you and Uncle Lin. Otherwise, I wouldn't be thinking about this so much. Longing for home is embedded in the depths of every neural clown. If you hadn't triggered it, you have triggered it yourself somewhere else sooner or later. Yes. Now sniff. It slaps her face hard. Alright, that'll do. I was being too nostalgic because you too twisted my emotions. Your mouth says no, but the truth is you didn't actually mind revisiting those memories, did you? Well, I guess. If only I could have some beef tripe now. Beep. The war door opens again and the professor enters, greeted by a fragrant scent. Here's the beef tripe. How's that for sincerity? My, thank you for consideration. I'll give it a taste. I'll accept the beef tripe without any hesitation to try it. How does it taste? Frankly speaking, kind of ordinary. You are happy with it, right? Ultimately, Magracia is in our home. We want to go back to reality. We need to be united. We don't like reality. We'll eventually be able to try all the foods in the cloud server, right? Now stares hard at the professor for a bit, and she nods. Think you even comply with such a trivial request of mine? Guess it's a little Will. I guess it's like Willow said. You're a reliable person. But I'm the professor. Have to be. Still, if I end up staying, I want that chocolate. Of course. The promise still stands. You can have as much chocolate as you want. You may also go up on dispatch to other sectors and try the food that the Oasis doesn't have. Just like I keep myself the promise we made when we parted ways. Whenever we meet again, you'll show me new food. I'll bring you a new story. It's your turn now. Of course. I got lots of stories in store. But before that, Willow takes a picture of Millau and the professor together before putting her camera down and spreading her arms wide. Millau pauses for a moment. She smiles brightly before gathering her long-lost friend. Welcome to the Oasis, Millau. Oh, don't worry. We won't hold back. But you better take me to try everything in the Oasis. No problem. Such a cute event, man. So cute, man. I like this. It was a pretty nice event. Oh, but really, I was thinking it was going to be something like more. I think it was going to be something more like, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking actually. But I like it. It was a nice event. I mean, I don't remember if I said this before, but like knowing more about the dolls, about their stories, about what they were doing for wrapping into the cloud server. It's like it kind of like motivates you to roll for them. Like I want her in my Oasis. I want to have her to level her up and everything. It gives them like personality and the characterizations that makes you want to get them. And so far, Mika's been doing a great job at making pretty good short stories. I don't know how Mika does it, but know how to tell stories. Yeah, that's true. Like again, I think that again, like it was mentioned in another stream, they really do a good job of combining the new doll story with an old doll, you know. For example, in this case, it was Willow, so it's like we get to know more about Willow, while also meeting the new doll, which is now. So it's like pretty cool. It's pretty cool how they give more characterization to the new doll to an old one. So it's pretty nice. Yeah. Anyway, this stream has actually been going too long, so I'm stream said that I was gonna make the 2 events. I'm gonna have to change that. So tomorrow I'm gonna do the big name machine, the Nora event. So I'm just gonna end stream now. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching the archive, I hope that you're also enjoying it and having a good time. And for the people that stick around, I hope you enjoyed the stream and fun and you like the story. Because I like the story and I think it was a pretty nice story. Maybe I do some roles. No, if your banner is still up. But I like it. I like the story. Hope you enjoy the stream as well. So yeah, that's all. Have a good night, everyone. Or a good day if you're watching days where it's payday.